Hello and welcome to another edition of Motor Capital. And today I'm going to start out in the beautiful city of Lincoln Park. And we have an expansive parking lot that includes a Farmer Jack that was here always on this. Excusez-moi. These are the storefronts. Multiple stores. This one had an entrance, kind of rectangular, and a red floor. Different merchants. This one H, and then and three sisters. I know about this. I do have three sisters, and I still remember their names. Sue is the oldest, then Amory and Michelle. So I know what that's all about. They're all doing quite well, thanks for asking. But yeah. I'm the only boy in the family, though. So I'm either a maverick or a black sheep, or both. But they got some landscaping materials down yonder, so they're going to be doing some work in the parking lot. But this is urban planning for sure. They're going to knock down the Sears, and this whole parcel's like divided in two. They sold the southern half. This big boy, it's like a homeless shelter apparently for the time being. You can see where the sign was up there. I'm surprised this didn't get repurposed into another restaurant, but I don't think this is part of the parcel that was recently sold. Here's the official sign in the ghost Sears in black lettering, or however they did it. They blacked it out. But yeah, they got the fence up here. So the southern half, yeah, they're doing the demo. They got some little artillery going at it, medium size back beyond the wall there. But as a kid, yeah, this was the water tower for sure, was the landmark. I hated clothes shopping, but every year, like before school started, Mom would take me here to this Sears shopping center, and that was before Fairlane Mall opened in Southland and the like. Chicken Shack is just across the street. Established 1956, so they've been around for a bit. I don't know if that's the original or not. I got some of those orange flowers. They just started blooming, too. Okay, Bank of America's going to stay here. They got the corner lot at Southfield Road and Dix, or Dix Toledo, or whatever. Dixie Highway. It's got all number of names depending on where you're at. All right, there's a Kroger. And then here's the sign from Southfield for the theater. It was a Star Theater. S-T-A-R. Yep. Star Theater. Love, laugh. Yeah. But that theater is no longer, too. It's taken them quite some time to move on this, but they have a developer, and I don't know if the plans have been finalized. One of the big ticket things here was they were going to have a car wash. I'm not too excited about all that, but they said a 4-story hotel, possibly 2, but then, maybe the neighbors weren't up to that, so yeah, the NIMBYs are going to I don't know. What are you going to do? Urban planning is an audience participation sport. Everybody can get involved, but put your input in and then go with a good plan. These are like tall dandelions. kind of thing. All right. For lease, you got to read this upside down, but call Steve, 248-948-9000. So if you want to put a sublot or an outlot or whatever, I think the plan is still in works. We eat all. That's like somebody was having fun with that. I think it was we beat all deals, but some letters turned up missing. I had nothing to do with that. And my evil twin didn't either. Now it looks like they're doing some prep work inside the building, getting ready for the demo. So this, I took this on a Monday, June 3rd, and if all goes well, I'm doing the audio here on a Monday, June 10th. So maybe later this afternoon on June 10th, I'll get an update. But I hope they keep the water tower. It's officially known as a Horton Water Spear. This was where the auto service center was, so they made short work of that. But the main building looks like they're going to tear into it. Now, so nice they named it twice here, and it's nice that they're open 24 hours. That's a good deal for sure. Now I'm going to make the approach north, and this was where the Farmer Jack's was, right here. It was kind of, the entrance was even with the water tower. Farmer Jack's was one of the first things to go. They got some medium artillery in the back, but it's kind of quiet now. But this is part of the parcel also. I think the hotel was going to go right in the back here, maybe. There's a residential thing, Allen Park, right there. And look at the nice stonework. I don't know if they can preserve some of that or how that works. It's probably not practical, but... All right, so they had some generators in there. Yeah, they were prepping the building, getting ready for the major demo. But yeah, there's a lot of acreage back here, but yeah, here's a fence line. So on the left hasn't been sold. And then to the right is the new developer. So yeah, this is the second parcel, all back here. So that's still open season 2, but urban planning, people, this is the time to be talking about what happens here. Okay, here's a strip of businesses that were here. Maybe you can tell by the tile pattern what businesses they were. Here was a red, green, red pattern. This is like archaeologists, back in the day would look at how ancient civilizations lived and what was the significance of the cave. But yeah, there was probably shoppers that are still living to this day that probably could name the stores. There's some trees growing pretty good, and Mother Nature's taken over this parking lot. It starts with the cracks and everything, and then it spreads out. Soon it'll be a field. But yeah, what to do? This north side they haven't talked about at all. This should get developed too, probably in conjunction with the south side here. That's where I parked the Maverick. This is like a miniature Daisy. All right, so that was urban planning. And so, okay, here, NBC News, just listen in on this. This was great.
Thanks in parts to an old train station and new technology. Jesse Kirsch explains.
In the heart of Detroit, the once bustling Michigan Central train station sat abandoned for decades.
What is this building a symbol of in this city?
Well, in many ways, it's our Ellis Island, because when this area was in its heyday, people were flooding to Detroit.
Then came years of decline. Bill Ford Jr. says Michigan Central symbolized that too. But now Detroit is changing again. The city announcing its first population increase in over 60 years. And later this week, following years of renovation, the Ford Motor Company reopens Michigan Central. The kickoff concert live streaming on NBC Universal's Peacock as Detroit celebrates a train station transformed into the heart of a mobility innovation campus.
How does that make a business sense for your company specifically?
Well, we're in a war for talent. It becomes, much easier. I think when we have a place like this, when you can say to people, and this is where you'll be working.
All of this as electric vehicle development supercharges Detroit's tech scene. The new campus already home to startups like all-electric ATV maker Levi. Founder David Medina Alvarez says other states offer better access to investors, but he chose Detroit.
Well, we don't have a budget or cash-wise. We're having it on surplus with the freedom.
And for Detroit native Tierra Fulilove, Michigan Central has meant training for a new career in EV charging.
What is it like to see a space like this in Motor City?
I think it's great. It's good for our community. It gives opportunities.
With hopes that Motor City can once again drive change. Jesse Kirsch, NBC News, Detroit.
And that is Nightly News. Thank you for watching, everyone. I'm Lester Holt. Please take care of yourself and each other. Good night.
Alrighty then, Detroit got a nice shout out on the nightly news, the national news. Whoo-wee. How often does that happen? Lordy, lordy. But here we are on June 6th. I'm heading eastbound on Michigan Avenue, but I turned down here looking for parking because the road was closed. Who knew? Luxury loud. So I'm wondering, what is this all about? I saw people up on the roof. Is there a party going down? This is like the side entrance and whatnot. They've got business hours. But yeah, right here at Michigan and 22nd Street. Yeah, this is as close as I could get to, parking, because we'll see the barricades. Oh, now open. Oh, and look at these guys. They're doing like wheelies. Oh, well, there's a scooter. Yeah, road closed. There must be a function at the Junction. Here's Southwest Detroit Hospital. That will be the new site of the Detroit City football team's thing, their stadium. So they have to tear the hospital down. Oh, flashing lights. Yowzy kazowzy. Here's a relatively new restaurant, bar, nightclub. Gins and Tins. Here open. Look at this. Sold out though. But I found out they weren't selling the tickets. They were free. You just had to apply online. And I'm not sure if they gave it on like a ticketing app kind of thing. But for the general public, they got the wall, the concrete barricade, the fence, the wrapping. So, yeah. Trying to get a view to the other side. I'm getting the impression this is going to be an event from the outside looking in. Now, in the past, I've been up on the roof before, specifically like when they have the St. Patrick's Day parade, and they had a little window there and homeless people too. You'd share it with that kind of crowd, but hey, you do what you got to do. So the drive-through was here. There was the stage back yonder. They got the Special Forces unit, and so they got these portholes on the side. Special Response Team. I'm going to take the detour. That's always the fun way to go anyways. You don't want to do the straight and narrow. You want to zig and zag. Check out the scene. Yeah, Corktown. There's like a South Corktown and like a North Corktown. This is the South area, although they just call it Corktown. So that's the CPA building, and it's high noon somewhere in the world for sure. The Sugar House. Time flies when you're having rum. I think that's a play on words. Just saying. All right, they got marketing and stuff. These green, like, Gumby guys, I guess, will dress up and do marketing. Oh, shit. They're on to me. I can't go anywhere these days without being tracked. All right, well, here's the outside looking in. Someone, like, part of that wrap came down so you could look inside. But it was a good cloud day. Some people have tables and chairs set up. Yeah, because the stage is just the other side of the fence, so you'll be able to get the audio. You'll be able to hear it from here. This building, they've worked on it for quite some time with the windows and everything, but there it sits. Yeah, it was a hotel back in the day, but yeah, no work's been done on it for the longest time, and its proximity to the train station would seem like maybe you could do some media check-in. I'm going to see about taking the camcorder and showing the inside of the train station. Look at this is like motorcycle row or alley there for a little bit. They have the guests check in and then also media. So this is the no drone zone, so don't even bring your drone with you. But there's the stage, and they got it set up for the lighting and the speakers. And so I'm at 14th Street, and there's a good display of homes through the area. Oh, shit. I'm going to try to behave. Okay, the scooters, you can get here by that way. And here, like, people were having little parties. It was like tailgating kind of thing. Some people sleeping even before the main event. But, yeah, that's the stage. 8:30 is, like, when it's supposed to start. And I'm checking out some of the buildings just down here on 14th. That might have been a school at one time, 2020. I like the address. And then on this side, this was the Roosevelt Book Depository, but it's now the new lab. There's a post office facility. I'm going to end up, because I didn't have a ticket, I'm going to end up just trying to get as many different views or angles as I can. So I'll make a 360 around the train station. This is kind of like where the VIPs and the drop-off area was. This building that I'm standing on, like the fire escape, I don't know if it can be repurposed or rehabbed. It might have been an artist's facility for a little bit. They kind of have a theme like that, but they had a tragedy happen here. I can't remember. Everything gets foggy sometimes, but yeah, it looks like it's locked up now. But urban planning, and yeah, it's boarded up in the back. Urban planning can take any place where there's dirt, so we need to set sights on that building and see how they're going to develop it. Here, the lower level, retail for lease. And look at this building, cold storage facility. Yeah, that's like a white elephant for sure. They had some valet parking, but this is impressive. I always liked these shapes, but these funnels, they double actually as supports for the upper floor and everything. But they are funnels too, dual purpose. Or have the funnel shape. Now look at these benches here. They didn't line these up right. The top one should have been pushed over a little bit. I don't know if that's an artistic expression or what. The bike rack, yeah. Let me see if they got this lined up. Yep, I think they did pretty good with that. Stamp of approval. And then look, a bottle rocket. They got a walking, jogging, rollerblading path here. This is nice. And then there's like a digital signal. I think it's sending out messages to the universe and anyone out there that, yes, we are alive in Detroit. Come visit us. But yeah, here's the backside of the train station. And look, maybe an ancient civilization set these rocks up, because this is kind of like a Stonehenge kind of thing. But I discovered this back here. Plus, they have vegetation, and it looks like some purpley type flowers. Oh, I recognize this too. Look, the Ambassador Bridge down yonder. Yeah, the lights are turned on. Yeah, I think Oh, that's a nice touch with the barbed wire. But yeah, while I was showing this, I think Diana Ross was singing. And it's like, oh, she was a hero back in the day. But anyways, look at the flowers. Now, here's the rail tunnel. They enlarged the one on the left. They chipped it away. I'm not exactly sure how they did all that. But I think the one on the right is no longer used. But this is where the holiday train comes up from Windsor and Santa Claus and all that, and they should make a stop over here. Yeah, right behind the train station. Yeah, the holiday train could make a stop. They could have a presentation. They just have to check out how Windsor does it. They have a food drive for the homeless. They have entertainment, a band that performs. It's really set up really nice. So we should do that in Detroit. So that's on our bucket list of things to do. Get the holiday train to make a stop in Detroit behind the Michigan Central Station. There's the Gordie Howe Bridge down yonder. You can see the cable stayed. That's the largest in North America. Just kidding, that was a pedestrian bridge. But hey, this was on TV. Channel 4 had it. Kind of behind the scenes back here, but it's Mexican Town. But Channel 4 was showing this all live, I think starting at 8 o'clock. Whoa-wee, she's shaking her tail feather there. But Eminem put this production together. So in front, I think, is a sushi place, and then the back side was the bar. And then that place caught my eye. Here looks like another warehouse, but it has new windows, and it says not for sale. So that's interesting. They probably had a lot of people ask them about their place because the proximity is good right now, right? Right behind the train station. So a lot of people parked here, and they're out to check the function at the junction. So, but if you walk up this hill, you get a better view. And this pedestrian and car thing under the train tracks. So the cars are turning around. They have to take a detour. Not today. They're not letting the traffic through right now. But there it is, Mexican Town. And then this geoseismic domes, or what there's a name for this, but all you have to do is type in the address. This is Jack White's brother, his older brother, built these things. And the first part is the living space, and I think the second one here is the garage. So 2667 Verner. Put that in Google or Google Maps or something. And then you can read about the whole history of this place. It's a colorful past, to say the least. Wow. Yeah. There's a lot of stories. I'd have to, you could write a book about it. But yeah, it's right here. Stone's throw away from the train station. Then this looks like a conquistador. He might be the owner of the place. Oh, now the train station's changing all different colors and everything. That's neat. So there's some mural action. I'm going to take this pedestrian path through here. See some industrial art. Look at this, for the city and beyond. People are the engine of it all. New visions, new voices. Yeah, this is trying to get the young whippersnappers interested and excited. So why not? The youth are our future. I heard that somewhere years ago when maybe I was a young whippersnapper, but that was a long time ago. It's time to pass the torch, right? This is where everybody says, okay, boomer. But it is time. And so, they have an array of hay bikes. I guess these are e-bikes, but they're tricking them out with lights now. Okay, off yonder, the 5-Star Bistro. And yeah, some of the tarp or whatever came down, so you can kind of peek inside a little bit. Even better if you stand on your bike or if you get on one of those posts. And then Cork and Gable is the restaurant on the corner here, right on Michigan Avenue. I love their weather van. That's the Martin Luther King Band. They have a kick-ass band. If you've never heard them, they're showcased on Friday Night Football many a times. All right, Theodore Roosevelt Park. And we'll get a better view now, so we'll check this out. I didn't have one of those lifts, but that would have been the bomb too.
Here, carrying on a Detroit tradition, it's DJ Sky Jetta. Let's go!
Sensational Eats. I see what they did there. So that's interesting. But they have the food trucks out here. Yeah, there's places to eat. Oh, and then there were some dancers too showing off their moves. So yeah, there were some good people watching. It was a great crowd. A Detroit crowd for sure. These flowers, they're like spears, purpley things, and they're great. But the concert is on. Love these big boulders too. So you kind of got to walk around. It's a nice park space. In the middle here, they had souvenirs and everything, t-shirts and all number of things to commemorate the event. And there's some nice mature trees throughout this park. You'll be impressed if you just take a moment to look at the trees. There's that CPA building. It's high noon somewhere. But yeah, back to the concert. Fire! Fire!
Their energy consumption substantially.
I first started facing.
Yeah, the crowd was loving it. A balmy 70 degrees. Here looking at this protection for the tree. One Detroit, and that would be Spanish, and then that language I don't know, but then it repeats itself. So, and it was a dog-friendly event too. So Roosevelt Park, this is the space in front of the train station, and what a park it should be. Definitely, it's got to be used by the public to the max. And they have good landscaping, good flower action for sure. Back to the concert. Channel 7 Action News was on the outside looking in, but I kind of went around to the left side and we'll check this out. Local 4 was on the outside looking in too, but they had a nice stage set up. I guess they'll get ready for the post-concert press conference and then leading into the local news, but this certainly was a big to-do.
Something I do it. I don't give a damn what you think.
the city. Fireworks too? They pulled out all the stops, but that signaled the end of the show. But people made their way quietly and peacefully to the exits, but it was a happy crowd. Thank you, Detroit. Yeah, nothing left but the pictures and all that good stuff.
Thank you, everyone. Get home safely.
And then the news crew, they're trying to get a scene here so they can, and then they got a little bit like a Saber light show thing going on. This is where like the VIPs were. They had the nice white chair in the front and center. And please be advised, just so you know. Then I like these flowers. I haven't seen these before, but those are like the peppermint patties or the peppermint candies. You know what I mean. You get them as like breath mints at a restaurant. And then they just had the cleanup now. One thing they needed was more trash containers. Somebody mentioned that because they were like that. They were all full, but my evil twin just pointed that out. Horrible. Other than that, it was a great event. I love these flowers, though, and I wasn't the only one noticing that. Just so you know, I know there's a niche market for flowers. Even for swingers, too. But there was a long line, and it was for this place. They got the T-shirts. They probably got stickers and magnets and all number of things.
No, this is on like, you're on.
Yeah, this whole event was a lot of fun. I'm going to exit here. Then this place, they have bacon. That's all you need, but they have ice cold beer, tots, and they're open early. And they have good burgers. And then next door is Grandma Bob's. But check out this door handle. I loved it. I don't know what this is. It looks like it's from China or something like that. But that is such a kick-ass door handle. They don't make them like that no more. I don't know if anyone would answer the door if you knock. Somebody needs to check up on those people. Oh, they're still on me. Damn it. Can't get away from these people, but... All right, this neighborhood's going to be popping for sure. We all know that. It's already hopping before the train station's on board here, but now that the train station with all the workers, they'll have part hotel, part number of all fun things. Think of all the events that are going to just happen out in that nice green space in front of the park. It's going to be a meeting area. But this neighborhood's going to be like a fun zone for Detroit for sure. Not to be outdone, the guy on the other side of the street is that great saxophone player. You'll see him at Tiger games, Lion games. I'm checking the lighting. That's a generic one there, but I like these here. That's a nice one. Their clock is off. But that's a coffee place. But look, you can go Lions. You got a bucket for the Lions, for the Red Wings, the Spartans. And the Wolverines, that one's flashing. That's a good one. They just won the national championship. But my money is on the Lions. If you want to do Venmo or Zelly, oh, watch where you're walking, though. There's eye candy galore. All right, the White Castle right here, and they had no drive-through, so everybody was on the inside. But here, this is a fun place. I could hear some action going on back there, so I wanted to check it out. So I stepped inside, and look at this. Just wine bottle after wine bottle after wine bottle, priced for carryout. Look at this. It's all over the place, this wine. Plus a DJ up there. And they got a disco ball, but it's the outside. Yeah, just across from the White Castle. Look at this outdoor patio area. People dancing. Put your dirty dishes there. Oh, that looked like a fun place. If you like wine especially, too. They had a good crowd. I did not know they were that popular. Like Arnold would say, I'll be back. All right, Storm Chaser. This is what I need, one of these kind of things. Wouldn't that be cool? This is a red light district. Train station. They're already partying, I can tell. Then this was a souvenir place right across the street from Tiger Stadium. And yeah, this front entrance on the lower level would sell Tiger souvenirs. It's a triangular shaped building. They call it the corner ballpark, but for people my age, it's Tiger Stadium. Yes, so this is the back side of this building. It's got 3 floors. It's truncated, so it's really a 4-sided building. It's like in a regular square, but kind of looks like a triangle. That's where home... Ah, damn. I can't get away from these people. All right. So I'm making a 360 around the place. And look at this construction here going on. And then some people might remember... Oh, there it is again. That's a good landmark. When it's lit up like that, you can't miss it. But there's a curlicue thing here. And this is the pedestrian bridge that will take you over I-75. Yeah, so I'm right at the Fisher Freeway here. But look at here, they're calling this leftfielddetroit.com. So if you want to be out in left field, and we all know people that are out there, don't we? Probably my evil twin included, but Brooks Lumber, that's a landmark too. And this they kept from Tiger Stadium. I think it was 420 feet, if I'm not mistaken. And they got some fancy lighting up there. They're up in the clouds. And they got good food. Records, hot dogs, and cocktails, too. They got good neon. This is on their dance floor. And they got a crystal ball also. Plus old-time movies. You got to catch them when they have like a King Kong or Godzilla. The Godzilla would be the bomb. Hoot Robinson's, that was the old side that was on the outside. That was back in the day of Tiger Stadium. That was like a watering hole. That's home plate down yonder, so you get a nice view from the second level here. And then across the way, the Build Institute. Okay, the name of this place is the UFO Factory. It's kind of hush-hush, but they do make UFOs there. There was a wind a-blowing. You can see the lean factor there with the vegetation. Now, there's chandeliers on every floor. So the lady that owns this place now, it's like an antique shop, but she's got a nice space. Like I said, it's high noon somewhere. in the CPA building. I can't believe this is like a little jewel, and yet it sits there. Here they'll tear down this hospital and they'll make a soccer field, or a football pitch maybe is the official term. All right, I'm back in the Maverick, and this place was for sale. I don't know if it's established 1954. Maybe they took it off the market.
Think I forgot how to be happy. Something I'm not, but something I can be. Something I wait for.
Virgin Radio wants you there. You and a pal in the heart of Quebec City at Festival d'été.
Trains rock, and they roll too, for sure. That's the Dirty Show logo in Detroit over at the Russell Industrial Center. It's kind of like a red light district area, for sure. All right, I slept well that night, and then I got up again, which is always good. And this was June 7th, which was a Friday. Gonna pass by the Giant Tire, the Detroit sign. Oh, we're gonna get some moon action. You gotta take moon action when you can. We have a lot of overcast days, but I keep track of the moon, and I know the location, so I keep the moon honest. There's a function at the Junction over here. You can people assembling. They're kind of in the back 40, but not far from Buddy's Pizza, and they have, like, they told me, a soft opening for this place. Okay, moon 3.4%, so it's a waxing crescent. So that's what a 3.4% moon looks like. All right, Simpsons Records. So I thought it was a record shop. Maybe 2961 East McNichols, or 6 Mile. So they had 3 groups, and one group had already performed. I'm just getting the lay of the land here. They have a nice pool table here, so they're going to get ready to play a game. They got good lighting for the pool table. Income tax, that ought to scare a lot of people, but they got that up in the lights. And then this is the bar area, but it's not open yet. It was an event that Bring Your Own BYOB, Bring Your Own. What's the other B stand for? It's right on the tip of my tongue, but that looks like Kwame, if I'm not mistaken. But they have a place here where you can get the group merchandise, the band merchandise. But I'm going to check out the neighborhood here. There's the bus stop, and I want to keep an eye on the moon. There looks like there's a little cloud action in front. But the crowd, a lot of people knew about this. I don't know how many know that there's a kick-ass mural behind here, but I should have gotten here earlier because it says "What's Going On." Marvin Gaye had a tune about that. He was talking about the Vietnam War. But yeah, great mural back behind there. Then if you're looking for an ice cream, Kobe Bryant, I would have grabbed one. All right. Okay, so here you can, I thought this said it was a Coney Island, but I'm not sure now. It's open, but it's Holy Bowly. All right, well, the moon is setting here, so lower and lower in the sky. But I wanted to, I'm waiting for the next group to start playing, and then here's a double 5 if you play dominoes. But out here is a big empty lot. It's been cleared out, and I thought it was a business. It might have been residential homes that they cleared out. I'm trying to ask in the neighborhood what's going to go up, and somebody mentioned possibly an Amazon facility, which, all right, so buddies, I had every intention to sit down, maybe order a pizza, and then have a drink, but the dine-in hours are only open till 8, so everybody has already left the building, and I'm on the outside trying to look in. But this Spirit of Detroit, a nice mural here, voted #1, the birthplace, okay, since 1946. They'll tell you about the pan and everything. But then I looked down yonder. This was my second thing, Mandy's. There's a bar there, and it's lit up. So Conan and McNichols. This is a busy intersection. They have a gas station here, a liquor place over here. They have lotto, wine, beer, and liquor. 3 out of the 4 major food groups, right? All right, $2 each. And then look, now hiring. So right about this time, they said around 10 o'clock, they had a shooting up the street about a half mile away at Ryan in Nevada. They said a 20-year-old was shot and was killed, and 2 others were injured. So I don't know the specifics, but I did a loop around. This neighborhood needs some help with some of the buildings. But urban planning, yeah, it can take place anywhere there's dirt. All right. So they said bring your own bee. So that's what I brought. It is a red light district here. 1048, yeah, it's up to 3.6. It's a waxing crescent, so it's going to get progressively bigger for a while until it maxes out at the full moon stage. Stroh's Beer, they like the Lions. I like that. In fact, it seems like everybody likes the Lions. I think that's great. Everybody should be on the bandwagon. All right. No, there must have been another function kind of in the Midtown area, because there was a chopper floating about. I parked the Maverick out in this empty field, and I want to see what they're going to do. Here's looking at the map here where I'm at. Not far from Jane Field and north of Hamtramck and east of Highland Park. Okay, now it's Shadow Show. And you've seen these young ladies perform before, but yeah, here they are. going to have to continue this on the local yokel show. Hate to cut it in the middle, but that's just the way the timing works out. But folks, thanks for watching. Have a great week or weekend or day or night, whatever the case may be. Take care.